Hello, 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 everybody. It is Kathy. Come on in, everybody. Settle in. And we are going to be talking about ranking in eBay search. Yay! Great topic, right? It's like you can have the greatest inventory in the world, you can have a million great ratings, but bottom line is if I cannot get search results on eBay, if I cannot get my items to rank well on eBay, you can have the greatest inventory in the world. You can be the most phenomenal seller in the world. You can be the nicest person in the world, but you need to get ranked in eBay search to get your items sold. So that's what we're talking about today. So come on in, settle in, say hello. Let me know that you can hear me. And I'm going to introduce myself, and then we're going to get right to it. And if you hear some banging or clanging or anything going on, I'm having some work done in my home today. So it's a little noisy here, but I think we'll be okay. But hello, hello, hello. And if you don't know me, I'm Kathy Terrell. I'm a top rated seller on eBay. I've been selling on eBay for over 15 years. I started very small, just selling odds and ends from around my home, had no intention to be anything but a casual seller. I needed to declutter some things from my home. I was home taking care of my mom, who was very ill at the time, and I needed to make some money, but do it in a very flexible way. And eBay met my needs. I was super, super grateful because mom was sick for several years to be able to take care of her and make money selling on eBay. When my mom passed, I then scaled my business. I'm a full time eBay seller. I'm trained by eBay as an eBay education specialist. I also have 6 years I was selling on QVC shopping channel. It was right before my mom got sick. So I've got a lot of online selling experience from QVC for 6 years. Before that, over 25 years of brick and mortar experience in New York City. What I do is I take all of that information and I blend it together with my eBay expertise. And what I love to focus on is eBay search, getting your items found by eBay, and also how do you get your items found by eBay? How can I rank better? I work with sellers of all sizes, from very, very small to extremely large. I help some very large multi-million dollar Amazon sellers selling on eBay. So come on in and let us talk about eBay search, which is a crucial topic. And as a smaller seller, and by smaller, I mean people selling less than a few $1,000,000 a year, you absolutely can rank on eBay search, but you need to know what makes eBay search tick so that you can format your listings in a way it gets picked up by search. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of really good, super tips that work, and they work across all categories. So the first thing I want to talk about is, and I don't know if you ever experienced this, my grandmother worked in Macy's years ago, and this is when everybody was on commission, and she was in the women's sweater department. So the way they would store sweaters is they were all folded up and they were in cases, and you would come glass cases so you could see all the sweaters, and you would come in, you would be assigned a shopper, my grandmother or one of the other ladies, and they would work with you. You know, what is your figure type? What is your budget? What colors do you like? And then they would go and select sweaters that they thought that you would like, put them out. You would then try them on, and you would purchase them or not purchase them. But it was very much, excuse me, a personalized shopping experience. Okay. And there still are personal shoppers. I know here in New York City at the very large stores, you can have a personal shopper. They have a personal shopping service where you can have an individual select things for you, either gifts or things for yourself. But back in my grandmother's day, it was a very common shopping experience where, after briefly talking with you, they would get an idea of what you were looking for, what your budget was, and then they would show you items, personalized items for you. Fast forward, now we've got eBay. And you need to be aware of this because not all sellers are. There's a thing called artificial intelligence, or AI. It's also called machine learning. You'll hear the term bots used. What this is about, just to really, really simplify and make it applicable for us as sellers, is every buyer coming onto eBay has a cookie put on them. So eBay knows where they're coming from. They also know every single click that that potential buyer shopper is making. They know what they're searching for. They know all of a sudden they're putting in color or size. They notice if they go from one type of item to another type of item. If that person has shopped on eBay, they know their entire shopping journey, what they were clicking on before they bought. They also know what they bought. I bring this up because of eBay search. For instance, I just bought a bunch of shirts from my husband. He likes Under Armour. So I was on eBay shopping for Under Armour, shopping for men's shirts, and I looked at a bunch of different colors, and I looked at size medium and size large, because in this one type of Under Armour shirt, that's the size that he is. It was also a relaxed fit Under Armour. If you don't know about shirts, there's compression, there's relaxed fit, and then there's, I think it's either relaxed, regular, if I remember correctly, and compression, which are the ones which like totally stick to you. Log off, right? Made my purchase. So guess what? The next time I log on to eBay, immediately, what do you think eBay is going to start showing me? Before I search, before I do anything, men's shirts, they're flooding my feed, because what eBay knows is when Kathy last shopped on eBay, this is what Kathy bought. If I started searching for shirts without typing in a brand, they're going to start to show me Under Armour, styles similar to Under Armour, maybe Nike and Adidas, because they know I like sports shirts. They might show colors I had searched. So just know that when, because sometimes when people are listing and they're looking at items, or they're having friends look at items, what they're not realizing is that they have cookies on their browser from what they've been looking at. And if you're a seller, all eBay knows is this is what you've been searching for. So that is what they're going to be showing you. And if you bought something, whatever your last purchase is, that's what they're going to be showing you. So what I encourage you first off, when you're listing on eBay, is use several browsers. I list in Chrome. I shop using Firefox. I also shop using a totally different account, which is a more advanced strategy. And if you've been selling for a while, you might want to do that. It's fine to use it. You do want to use another browser, because it won't have the same stored history. Okay. Your ID will, but the browser won't. So it can give you a different, it will surface you different things. Yes, Big Brother's always watching. It's true. And if you don't know this, on any site you click, everything you click, everything you look at is being recorded. So first of all, know that. So don't feel disconcerted if you're searching for something and you're not seeing a result you think you should be searching, you should be seeing. It can be because of what you've been searching for. It can be because of what you've been shopping for. It's not that certain items are being blocked from you. It's that eBay wants you to buy, bottom line. Listen, it's all about shopping. They want you to shop. They don't know that you're a seller searching for this and this and that. They just know that you're a potential buyer. And they're going to be filtering and showing you things based on what you last bought and based on what you last looked at. Okay, so just know that when you're looking, it is a good idea to be using more than one browser. And it's not a bad idea to have more than one ID, which is totally legal on eBay. I have one ID that I list with and one ID that I shop with. So that's how I handle it. So know that it's a personalized shopping experience. Know that eBay heavily uses AI. If you don't shop on eBay, you don't necessarily need to buy. Of course, you should be buying on eBay, right? And buying with all of us. But what you do want to do is look at things, put them in your shopping cart, take them out of your shopping cart and look, and then watch your emails, because eBay will say, oh, we noticed this. Do you know that it just went on sale? Oh, this and that. They will start following up, and you should be aware as a seller of the emails that eBay's sending out to help you to get sales. So back to eBay search. It's individualized. It will depend on what they looked at last. And this is why the words that you use in your title, your item specifics, and your description are so important, because they are the food. They are like the crumbs for eBay search. And if you don't use them correctly, eBay has no idea of what you're selling, or they don't know enough of what you're selling to really help you to get found by shoppers who are there looking for Under Armour red shirts, fitted, relaxed, whatever. So I'm here to help you with that. Your title, you have 75 to 80 characters. 80 characters is the max. Not 75 to 80, I'm sorry. You have up to 80 characters. You want to use at least 75. So 75 to 80, okay? You don't want to just use 10 or 15. You want to use as many as possible. Why? Because it's more crumbs. It's more food for eBay. So you really want to fully fill out the title, but you don't want to use gimmicky words that are basically throwing things away, and also words that Google doesn't like, things like look or great buy or things like that, okay? And know what they call, what is it? I forget what the terminology is, but you don't want to use things like stars, exclamation points, the added punctuation. Regular punctuation like women's, WOMEN apostrophe S is fine. You really don't need the apostrophe, but if you like it for some reason, that's fine. Excessive punctuation, that's it. But you don't want excessive punctuation. Asterisks, this used to be very in a couple of years ago. So if you're looking at old YouTubes, if you're looking at things on YouTube, always look at the date. If it's a couple years old, even if it's more than like a year old, there's a good chance it's not applicable anymore. So be very, very, very careful when you're looking at information. Always check the dates. So, it's called excessive punctuation. So you don't want tons of stars and tons of exclamation points. Wow, anything like that. Words, facts. What words was somebody used to be searching for this? And this is what I wanted to help you with. Because sometimes, you'll fill your title in, Under Armour men's black shirt. And you're like, I have no idea what else to put in this listing. It's like, that's what it is. Kathy says to use at least 75 characters. eBay's giving me 80. I cannot think of anything else to say. Hey, Cheryl, good to see you. So this is what I want to show you. So I'm going to screen share on this. If you're listening to this on audio, what you're going to want to do is go on eBay and search exactly what I'm saying. So what I did was I picked a really generic search because I want you to see this. This is men's, let me just make sure this is showing right. Yes, men's black shirt. I went as generic as you could, okay? No brand, just men's black shirt. And I used the search tab for newly listed, okay, just to be fair. And this is what's popping up. Now, a lot of these people are doing good. They've got some nice titles. This one's pretty short though over here. It's Harley Davidson men's t-shirt large, okay? That's short. So you go, okay, what else could I have put into this title to make it longer? Why do I want to make it longer? Because I'm giving eBay more food for search. It will help me rank better in search. It will help shoppers find me in search. So you look at this. What's the first thing when you're looking at this shirt? I realize audio people, you're not going to know this, but your first thing when you look at this shirt, can you think of anything that you could add to make it longer? And if not, I'm going to give you great hints. Look at this, used to be popular. Yes, with the ampersands for the O, exactly. So let me just tell you, the shirt is black. You can put the color in the title. It also has a graphic in the middle. Let me take a look at the graphic. What is it? Looks like a motorcycle, right? I don't want to click on it. It's either motorcycle or it's a surfer. I can't even tell. Okay. So the fact that it has a really cool graphic, but I can't tell what it is, perhaps write in what it is. Surfer or motorcycle. Okay. These are really good keywords, especially for Harley Davidson, usually motorcycles somewhere. Okay. Where it's made. Harley Davidson shirts are made a lot of different places. Some of them are made in the United States. Some are made in Mexico. They're made all over the place. You also want to take a look at the logo. This is bonus information because Harley Davidson is a Vero brand, which means they really monitor their brand. And there are knockoff shirts for Harley. So always check your label and make sure it's an authentic Harley label. And it's very clear when it is, and it's very clear when it isn't. So always check for an authentic logo. I'm giving you a bonus on the Harley shirt. But you could do black. You could do what the graphic is about. And this is what I want to show you too on this. And if you're looking at it, let's say you know nothing about Harley Davidson, it wouldn't occur to you to do the color. You have no idea of what the graphic is. Yeah, it's got a Harley Davidson shield on it too, which by the way, you could mention in the title. Look over here on the left navigation bar. This is called the left nav bar. The left nav bar is populated by item specifics. So what eBay is telling you is this is how people filter and look for shirts. This is true in any category. So you could do this for home and garden. You can do this for collectibles, antiques, women's clothing, baby clothes. I'm trying to think of lots of different things. Anything. There's a left navigation bar. Look at it. What are the styles of shirts? T-shirt. Okay, so over here, T-shirt was used. You've got casual button down. May not occur to you to describe your shirt that way, but eBay's telling you shoppers do. Dress shirt. Is it a dress shirt? Is it a polo? The term is used. Size is obviously very important. So I'm going to want to put the size in the title. Then I'm scrolling down. Again, remember we're trying to get 75 to 80 characters, hopefully as close to 80 as we can. Look at this. A lot of people care about the sleeve length, short sleeve, long sleeve, sleeveless. So if I've got room, yes, I'm going to be using it when I get to item specifics, but if I've got room in my title, do it. And when I do get to the item specifics, look at this, over 3 million people, over 3 million listings for short sleeve, 288,000 for long sleeve, okay? Sleeve length. Obviously, people care about this. It matters to them. I know when I was searching for my husband, it was short sleeve. Brands. These are brands. Make sure the brand is in the title, okay? Color. This would give me a hint for my Harley shirt to put it in. People care about the color. They also care about what it's made of. Again, goal, get to 75 to 80 characters. Also goal, when I get to the item specifics, click it and fill it in. And if you don't have a fabric content label on your item, don't guess, okay? Because some people are allergic to some things. But if you know, fill it in. Then we've got the fit. That's the relaxed thing I was talking about. Look at this. Regular, relaxed, slim, classic, extra slim. If you have no idea what that is, you Google it. A lot of times on the shirt, it'll actually say, for instance, on my husband's Under Armour shirt, it said the name of the shirt was whatever it was. And then it said on the label, it said, what did it say? What was it? I think it was either slim fit. Yeah, I think it was slim fit, if I remember correctly. Okay. Something like that. And I've also seen it on shirts where it'll say relaxed fit. And then we've got new without tags and the rest of it. So if you're struggling going, I really want to write a title with great keywords, and I just cannot think of any keywords for this, look at the left navigation. Do a search for, and this is a very generic search, do a search for your item, the best you can figure out what it is, and then look at the left navigation bar, because it's telling you, it's like loaded with eBay search hints going, Kathy, 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 right? Cheryl, 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 eBay seller, eBay seller, eBay seller. This is what shoppers want to know, okay? Shoppers want to know color, size, fit. Again, this is for shirts. Remember, every category is different. And it's right there. I'm not having to do any extensive research. I just have to do a rough generic search for what my item is. Clearly, if it's an antique collectible thing, I'm going to want to do a little more research. But I'm talking a lot of things where I can just do a generic search. I can look at the left navigation bar, and I can look at, because I want to get those 75 to 80 characters for my eBay title, because it's going to help me in eBay search. Remember, you do have artificial intelligence, so that's always weighing in to personalize the shopping. But if I had that Harley shirt and one shirt only has 3 or 4 words and another one has 10 or 11 words with a lot of great keywords, it helps you rank and stand out in eBay search. It's helping you to get found by shoppers. Like the story I gave about my grandmother at the beginning. In the old days before computers, you had the shopper, my grandma, right? She would go with the information you gave her. This is what I want. They had like little pads. I mean, she told me this whole thing was amazing. And they would go in the back and they would stack it up. Same thing with buying shoes. This is the way it was at Bloomingdale's when I was there a couple of years ago. Tell them when they go in the back, they stack up 4 or 5 pairs and they bring them out. They're doing it for you. They are eBay search. They are Bloomingdale's search. They are Macy's search. Well, you've got eBay search, but you have to give it enough information that it's going to show your item to the shopper that is looking. And remember, I want a shopper that is looking for what I'm selling. If I'm selling a black shirt and they're looking for a red dress, I don't think you'd want my item to show up, right? Now, if it happens to be somebody who just loves, black anything, they're buying black shoes and black pants and black purses, then yeah, in their feed, they're just going to start to see a lot of black items, all different items. And then maybe eBay will go, oh, if they like black, well, maybe they'll like dark gray, kind of thing. But remember, artificial intelligence is grabbing every bit of information off this shopper. Then my job as a seller is to give eBay as much information as I possibly can that's accurate and applicable about my item to get it to rank in eBay search, because that's what it's all about. I've got a free tip sheet for you called Dominate eBay Search. It's on my website, so I'm going to show this to you. And what you're going to do is hop over to my website, which is ilovetobeselling.com, and I will show you how to navigate. And you're going to see at the top of my website, it says free tips, and just click that. And then you're going to look for free Dominate eBay search tips. And these are top tips for you to dominate eBay search and to get more sales. But you've got to give eBay the information so that way it's going to help your item to rank in search. So hop over to my website. I love to be selling. Grab your tips and enjoy. I'm Kathy Tyrrell, and I love to be selling. Bye-bye, everybody.